Guys, welcome to the channel. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for watching the video, if you clicked on it or not. Anyways, today, the biggest question we have to ask is Christianity a cult or a gang? I'm just going to run over a few things with you, just like the gang part of it first. And then we go over to the cult thing. So, what is a gang? Yes, a lot of you, I know, a lot of you are going to look at me and be like, nigga, you should probably know. Look at your skin color. Guilty as charged. I maybe should have known this shit off the top of my head, but I Googled it. So I can be like, this is definitely what the main definition is. And the definition is a group of people who organize in doing crime and gruesome bullshit. You know, just wayans and mobs, all of that. Those are gangs. And how does that relate to Christianity, you might ask? Let's get into it. Why I think the structure of Christianity matches so deeply with a whole ass gang. First of all, you have the shot caller, the leader himself, the Don Danda. I don't have any more names for him. He's just the leader of the gang. Over here, you got the pastor, or if you even want to go even to a deeper subsect, you have God himself. And this guy's a real shot caller. So, under God, or under the gang himself, first, you have people who like help the gang leader, makes the gang decisions. You know, his right hand and his left hand and all his other little minions before, like, basic. You got those guys who are like, boss, so and so and so. I just got the duffel bags for the money and blah, this and that. Then over here, where you have the pastor or God himself, you have the ministers for the pastor. Now the minister, he's the one that's going out there helping make sure people collect the funds and all of that. He's the one helping the pastor preaches what he has to preach. It's a whole party over there. Under here, for God, you have Jesus. This nigga is so cold, he has his own son in the gang. He has Moses, he has David. He has a ton of them. He always exchanges his right hand throughout time. Plus he has the angels, he has this, he has a lot of them. So, back to the gang structure, you also have like the people who help lead the minions. So this is the third section. So these are the people who are like, the boss said to do this, or the boss said sell this drugs, or the boss, whatever. So he's always going to say the boss said, or he's going to say it's for the boss benefits. That's where you got the people who are under the minister in the church setting. You have the people right under the ministers. They're the one going out there collecting the money plates. They're going around like Jehovah's Witnesses. They're doing all of that just so they can recruit more people. And for God, he has the pastors. The third layer are pastors who come along and start talking about, you guys need to believe in God or you're not going to go to heaven, and don't touch a man if you're a man because that's Batman and God don't like that. Yes. It's a headache. But even deeper, now you have the ground soldiers of the gang. Those are the ones going around, jumping on the bicycles, skating past police just to try and sell the drugs and all of that, all of this. Over here, you got the worshippers. That's like the people who sit in the church, do not care or don't have as much of a passion for the Bible as the rest of them, but they're there because they believe in God, it's their faith, and they believe church is the best place to be. The worshipers. It all comes down to the same for God too, like his whole thing. You got the worshipers who will do things for him, like go to war, kill people, and this and that. Yeah, it's there. How do you not see the similarity between all three of these? I will not say. But me personally, I think it's a gap. Especially when my mom was like, don't you dare talk to me or call this fucking phone again until you find God, okay? And she hung up, and then she called me back 3 days later. She knew I was not playing around. Let's get into it. What's a cult? A cult is just a group of people who are like characterized by how they worship and have the faith in one person, an item, whatever it is. They have nothing but the most devoted respect and acknowledgement for this thing. What's the structure of a cult? And this time, I'm not even going to put it with the pastors, because it's like, it's there right in front of you. But let's say, okay, I don't think I need to go into structure, guys. We know this. It's the same leadership from the pastor down to the worshipers. It's the same thing for a cult, with the cult leader talking about how the stone is the best, and stones are what's the foundation for life, and this and that, the universe and all that, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing. The pastor has such high faith in that one thing, either God or whatever they're praying to, that they shine it down on the ladder to the ministers, to the people who are like the called second hands. You have the people right under the third, who like listen devotedly to the second hands and do the dirty work for the second hands. And then you have the worshipers who, for the cult, somehow spends every single penny they have in their whole life, and even their house, their kids, to this and that. A cult is much more dangerous than Christianity. But we all see what Christianity can do when they actually put nothing but the most devoted faith in God and like in their pastors. We've seen people sell their house just to pay tithe to church. So it's nothing new. It's just that a cult is much more drastic. With all that said, it's 2025, and a lot of people are wondering, what is Christianity now? And over the years, I'm pretty sure you've seen a few weird things like, I don't know, gay churches. We've seen drag churches. We've seen drag performance in churches. We've seen all of this weird thing that used to be a sin just popped up in the church. And what's the church doing about that? Nothing. There's nothing you can actually do about it. You just gotta sit there and accept that, yeah, the same thing you guys been preaching for millenniums has just stopped. And now we're integrating a lot of more things that you used to put down as the biggest sins you could do, and just accepting it. It's the whole world. We all have to accept that gays are people now. I already accepted that long before it was forced. But I just want to say, not even that is the case. I personally think the church is a dormant gang. They're not doing more violent things like they used to back in the days. Like, in the days they used to raid countries and force their beliefs on people. Let's do the slave thing too. Like, they would beat the living shit out of black people and then say go to church, and then they beat them back to the fields. So it's funny how black people are bigger Christian supporters now when they were forced to believe in it. But hey, whatever makes you happy is what makes you happy, which is exactly where I'm at with Christianity. I don't believe Christianity even exists. I don't believe there's a God. I don't believe in any of the things that's there in the Bible about Christianity. But what I do believe is Christianity is used as a coping mechanism for a lot of people. Something bad happened to you, you're like, God had a reason. You don't want to take revenge, you're going to be like, God will do to him what he did to me. Listen to me. God won't do shit. And if you don't get up and do something for yourself, this faith thing you have, you're gonna die, and then you realize, hey, this nigga did shit. Because the way I'm seeing it, the evil always win. And if you're just staying there losing, is that really what God has you here for? Just to suffer? But hey, it's your faith. It's your faith. If you watch the video all the way down here, you're a G. Yeah, you're a G. And I need you guys to check out every Monday where I drop my streaming, where I'll be streaming the Bible, getting to learn some more about it, see if I can actually change my ways. And let's just have fun with it, guys. Thank you for locking into this video and watching it. It's been a pleasure.